The White House official Twitter account says, definitely don't visit covid.gov. Is there not a less wordy description of that? Coy? Coy emoji? This shit is so embarrassing. Jesus Christ. Everything is like a reality TV show promo from the 90s, man. Everything's so goddamn corny and low rent. Can we take Trashy back? Because, like, Trump is incredibly trashy. Like, I'm tired. Why? The only motherfuckers out there getting called trashy are, like, black women who wear leggings to go to the gas station to get a pint of milk or something. They're just living their life. This is trashy. You can tell they tried to cut down on the word count as much as possible to make this digestible for the half-wits that make up their prime constituency. The proximal origin of SARS-CoV-2 publication, which was used repeatedly by public health officials and the media to discredit the lab leak theory, was prompted by Dr. Fauci to push the preferred narrative that COVID-19 originated naturally. I thought COVID wasn't real. Don't worry about it. Vosh, I can tell you don't drink milk because gas station. Did you know the milk at the gas station is exactly the same as the milk in the grocery store? Like, the distributors have their rounds. They have the milk and they go to all the places. And the grocery store is just the place that consolidates the most food. Doctors hate this secret. That's true. Who drinks milk? Well, I use it for my coffee, but, you know, apart from that, the gas station charges more. Yeah, as it should. It operates on the margins are different. Yeah, ends convenience store. Fact number 1. The virus possesses a biological characteristic that is not found in nature. Is that true? Data shows that all COVID-19 cases stem from a single introduction to humans. This runs contrary to previous pandemics where there were multiple spillover events. One is a... Wait, they're not even going to clarify that? This is boring. That's it? Really? They're not even going to, like... They're not even going to... I thought there'd be, like, a thing to dig into here. There's nothing. It's just saying shit. I've said this before, but, like, I've always been agnostic on the lab leak thing, I guess, because it mostly doesn't really, like, matter much to me. The propaganda from the right is that China did it deliberately. If the right actually thought that it was due to negligence in containment of the disease, they would be pushing for much more scientific research and be putting a lot more funding into it to make sure that everything's, you know, safe. Why is the map pulsating with blue waves? Because this is made for idiots. And this kind of, like, web design is made to hold your attention. China made it deliberately, but also it was no big deal and not any worse than a common cold, and you should just eat healthier. That's true. That's true. China made it deliberately to destroy all the West, but also infected themselves with it and engaged in self-lockdown that crippled their economy, and they were even more punitive with it than us. And also was targeted towards us, but they mostly got hit themselves. And also, it's not even a big deal, and the lockdowns were totally unnecessary, but also it's a deadly China virus that they sent. And also, Trump was a genius for initiating Operation Warp Speed and producing the vaccines, but also the vaccines did nothing except give your children autism. Yeah. We know. Did you see this gem? I retweeted this gem. President-elect Trump's Operation Warp Speed, which encouraged the rapid development and authorization of the COVID-19 vaccine, was highly successful and helped save millions of lives. Contrary to what was promised, the COVID-19 vaccine did not stop the spread or transmission of the virus. You know, but, like, internal contradiction aside, this isn't necessarily wrong. The virus still passed through people, but the point of the vaccine was to ideally slow the spread, which it did, and also reduce the number of hospitalizations, which it did. Like, by a lot. So, you know. So the official position of the White House is that the vaccines worked. Scientists were transparent about that, though, so it's wrong to say it was promised. Well, like I've said, these people really don't believe in anything. Also, incredibly funny to see the whitehouse.gov website linking to a Forbes breaking news. Literally, this is just a web embed. Like, okay. Plug? Yeah, Forbes breaking news. This account is run by a fascist. I don't know how representative that is of Forbes, like, broadly, but probably. The framing from Forbes breaking news is extremely far right. Back when he was trying to take credit for the vaccine, Trump gets booed. I remember this.
And it's great. And you know what? I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine.
It really is civilizational suicide. Like, I don't know. I'm being negatively polarized into believing all the things the fascists do, but only about the fascists. They're like degeneracy collapses civilizations, and they point to like furries or something. And then you look at the furries, and the furries are all like working in the tech sector. They're economically productive. They stimulate the economy by doing like commissions of their characters wearing diapers or something. And then I take a look at them, and the median fascist position, backed by media and billions of dollars of like corporate market propaganda, is we should all die and everyone should suffer for no reason. That's like literally their position. Everyone should get disease, no laws should protect people, you know, everyone should suffer. And it's like, well, you motherfuckers are demons. You're actual like demons from hell. Your ideology is demonic. Like, there's not even a purpose to it. Reminds me of a clip of a Republican telling his voter to get a vaccine. He said, "I'm only asking you to think," and he got booed. Yeah, I mean, you have to sleep in the bed you made. Actual cartoon villains are less evil. That's genuinely true, yeah. Because especially nowadays, there's more of an emphasis on making villains complex and relatable. And the problem is that, like, Republicans are so gleefully, comically, stupidly evil that it would be difficult to find them compelling or sympathize with them. It's really difficult to sympathize with them. Like, really, 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 really difficult. People sympathize more with Hannibal than you can with the average Republican, right? Like, you have the most heinous criminals, just give them a little bit of a backstory and people are like, okay, like, I'll work with this. But the median Trump supporter is literally like, everything was fine, but I felt resentful because, you know, a complex set of economic and social conditions, you know, either convinced me that I was entitled to more than what I got, or misled me as to why I was being deprived, and as a consequence, I want everyone to suffer. There's just no complexity to it. It's just suffering. Suffering. That's all. You're an irredeemable monster. Oh, what took you so long, idiot? Yeah, I think the difference there, though, is that, like, he owns it, right? I think that's the most frustrating part, too. And that maybe is what makes these people, like, even more frustrating to deal with than, like, abjectly evil people, which is that at least if you have an abjectly evil person in media, they can own it. But all fascists do is whine. All they do is whine. All they do is complain, man. All they do is complain always. They're the victims. They never shut the up. And they never take ownership of what they've done. Even when they're completely in power, they fantasize about not being in power. They run the entire federal government, court, Congress, and executive, and the executive's more powerful than ever before, and nobody's stopping him at any level. And they're still whining about how the deep state's constricting them. Any tiny resistance is like an apocalyptic threat. They're always the oppressed victims. God, it's so annoying.